Oh, oh, my dear. My dearest. I warned you. I said, do not go too near the edge.
Why did you push me, Baron?
Dear one, you're dreaming.
Oh, dying.
Oh, my darling.
Anything stirring, Holmes?
I know no more than this. It may be some fussy, self-important fool. It may be a matter of life or death.
You grant this interview?
I've already confirmed it. Do you know anything of the man?
Only that the name Colonel Sir James Damery is a household word in society.
I can tell you a little bit more than that. He has rather a reputation for arranging delicate matters which are to be kept out of the papers. He's a man of the world with a natural turn for diplomacy. I'm bound, therefore, to hope that it is not a false scent, that he has some real need of our assistance.
Our?
If you will be so good, Watson.
I should be honored.
Then until 4:30 o'clock, we can put the matter out of our heads.
Mr. Holmes, we are dealing on this occasion with the most dangerous man in Europe.
I have had several opponents to whom that flattering term has been applied.
A man to whom violence is familiar and who will literally stick at nothing.
Don't you smoke? Excuse my pipe. But if your man is more dangerous than the late Professor Moriarty, he's indeed worth meeting. May I ask his name?
Have you ever heard of Baron Gruner?
The Austrian murderer.
So you've already sized him up as a murderer.
Well, it is our business to follow the details of continental crime.
I'm as sure that he killed his wife when that so-called accident happened at the Splugen Pass as if I'd seen him do it. Just as I'm certain that he disposed of the only witness, that innocent shepherd boy.
Baron Gruner is now in England.
Residing near Kingston, I'm informed.
That is so. Might I also suppose you will have heard of General Merville?
Khyber Pass fame.
Indeed. General Merville has a daughter, Violet. Young, rich, accomplished, a wonder woman in every way. It is she, an innocent, we are endeavoring to save from the clutches of this fiend.
He has some hold over her.
The strongest of all where women are concerned, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, love.
Exactly.
In marrying you, my darling, all my past sins shall be absolved.
These aren't sins you told me of. These are slanders.
My angel.
You were traduced, as are all great men.
Yet I am determined you shall know my history, every part of it. Thus shall I come to the altar purified in soul and spirit, and worthy at last of your love.
Just 6 weeks. Oh, Adelbert.
I cannot pretend my past is without stain. No man born in poverty who has created his own fortune can say that and speak the truth or not. I have been forced to many a ruthless act, my dear. Where should I begin? With young Heinrich of Saxe-Baden.
To observe, Mr. Holmes, an atrocious event preparing itself before your very eyes and yet be powerless to avert it. Could anyone, any human being, be placed in a more trying position?
Perhaps not.
Well, then you will sympathize with the client in whose interest I am acting.
I did not understand that you were merely an intermediary. Who is the principal?
I beg of you not to press that question. His name cannot be dragged into this matter. His motives are to the last degree honorable, but he prefers to remain unknown. I need not say that your fees will be assured, Mr. Holmes. And you will be allowed a free hand. Surely the actual name of your client is immaterial.
I must decline to act, Sir James. I'm sorry. I'm accustomed to having mystery at one end of my cases, but having it at both ends is too confusing. No.
You place me in the most serious dilemma. Dare I say, Mr. Holmes, you hardly realize the effect of your own action. I have given my word not to reveal the identity of my client. May I at the least lay all I can before you?
It is understood. I commit myself to nothing.
Of course. Yes, yes.
A perfect likeness. Who painted it?
Hans of Innsbruck, a descendant of Klaus, the sculptor famous for his bronzes, such as this. I shall commission Hans to attempt your likeness, my precious.
I love this room. It breathes of you. What's this? Your diary?
No. It is my commonplace book. In it I record things I've seen, read, admired. Occasionally, perhaps, a thought or two of my own.
But it's locked.
It is a little part of me, besides. A servant might pry. One day, perhaps, we shall look at it together.
No. I respect your privacy, my darling. We must all keep something of our own, however much else we share.
You are perfect.
You must teach me about porcelain, Adelbert.
I shall. Collecting is such a pleasure, such a delight. It is a passion with me, just as you are, my precious.
The villain has attached himself to the lady with such effect that he has completely and absolutely won her heart. She will not hear one word against him. To sum up, she proposes to marry him next month. As she is of age and has a will of iron, it's hard to know how to prevent her.
Does the infatuated young woman know of the Swiss episode?
The cunning devil has told her every unsavory scandal of his past life, but always in such a way as to make himself out to be the innocent martyr. She accepts his version and will listen to no other, not even her father's.
Dear me, Sir James, have you not inadvertently let out the name of your client?
The general? Oh, no, Dr. Watson. That strong soldier's been utterly demoralized by this incident.
Mrs. Hudson!
You rang, sir?
Will you deliver this to the butcher's boy round the corner?
That young rascal with the funny eye?
The other is invaluable, so is his bicycle.
Sir.
How may I keep in touch with you, Sir James?
You accept my commission?
Let us just say that your problem interests me.
The Carlton Club will find me.
And the Baron's exact address in Kingston?
Vernon Lodge. A large house. He's a rich man.
Well, speculators, when successful, frequently are, Sir James. What further information can you give us about the man?
He has expensive tastes. Collects books, pictures. Oh, and Chinese pottery. He's a recognized authority. Written a book upon the subject.
Well, Sir James, you may tell your client that I'm turning my attention towards Baron Grunow.
I have no doubt, Mr. Holmes, you can easily trace my client. But I must ask you as a point of honor to refrain from doing so. Do not, I beg you, break in upon his incognito.
I think I can safely promise that.
Thank you. Dr. Watson.
You're wasting your time, Watson.
Now, the career of General Merville might well give us a pointer as to our client. He's clearly illustrious.
But did you not hear Sir James?
His request was to you, Holmes.
But that is shameful, Watson. Shameful. Besides, our minds should be more gainfully employed. Desist. Any views?
Have you none?
Not yet. Beyond the one I've already acted upon.
The butcher's boy.
More discreet than any telegraph.
Well, I should think you'd better see the young lady herself. Start with her.
If a poor broken-down father cannot move her, how can I, a complete stranger, prevail?
Now, if all else fails.
Perhaps. But first, the underworld. For it is among the dark roots of crime that we must hunt for Gruner's secret.
You've sent for Shinwell Johnson.
I have but one insight. That Miss Merville might well condone murder. Yet some smaller offense might rankle. We shall see.